Remember when they are graduating, they are feeling like now the world is going to receive us and give us what? Jobs. Only for them to go out there. Post-graduation depression. That's what I want us to talk about. First of all, we talk about what is graduation. Graduation is a ceremony. Graduation is a time, is a ceremony, a special ceremony that is organized by an institution. It can be a university, it can be a college, it can be a school, and nowadays I'm even seeing graduation of preschools. Have you noted that? Kindergarten.
Hata siku hizi watu wakitahiri kuwa na hizo.
Kunakuwa na graduation. So actually graduation is a ceremony that marks one stage to another. And for now, for us, it is academic stage, or completing studies, completing one level or two levels or whatever level that you're completing. If you're completing diploma, if you're completing degree, if you're completing masters, is completing one level of study to another. And the objective of this graduation day is to mark the end of a certain cycle. It's going to mark the end of a certain cycle and to officially give them a certificate. To officially give them a certificate, it will be signed, it will be marked that day. That is the day that you graduated. They'll be found in the graduation booklet. You know, if someone doubted whether you went to the university, you can produce the graduation booklet and say sindio mimi huyu hapa, sindio mimi hapa. You know, so it marks officially we are giving you a certificate, or officially to give you a certificate. It's also public recognition of the hard work that you have gone through. Public recognition. Everybody recognizes that you have worked hard, you have achieved, you know, publicly you are being recognized. And it's a time to celebrate also with your families, with your friends, you know, those that really supported you in the journey, your lecturers and so on. It's a time to just celebrate with those people. So that is what graduation is all about. Now, after graduation, there is what we call post-graduation depression. Yesterday we were celebrating the World Mental Health Day, because we have come to recognize that people have mental health challenges. And you know, a mental health is not something that you can see. Uwezi kutana na mtu, okay, after it graduates from one level to another, you can meet someone and say, I think there's something wrong with this person. But when it starts, you cannot know that there is something wrong with this particular person, because it goes on in your brain. The war is in your brain. The war is in your emotions. The war is where people are not able to see. But then there will be some physical manifestation. So when graduation, when people now graduate, when now they are graduating, like now when they are graduating on Friday, what is going to happen? During this time, there will be photos that will be posted all over the place, isn't it? Kuna updating status, kuna, you know.
Nimeona mkono wa Bwana.
That is true. Umeona mkono wa Bwana. So there will be some photos that will be taken. People will see what is going on. People will congratulate you. People will call you and say, I saw you graduating and so on. There is a lot of pomp and glory around graduation. But once the graduation is over, after a week or two, everything goes quiet.
Unabaki wewe mwenyewe.
Everything goes
quiet.
And now the people have been congratulating you and have been telling you, you know, great. They now will sit down and they want to see some kind of productivity from you.
Some magics happening.
Yes, some kind of productivity. You have shared photos, you know, you have been congratulated, you know, and so on. But then it will settle down and you'll need now to start, you know, becoming productive in one way or another. Then you realize that productivity is not coming as you expected it. You apply, you make applications, maybe 100 jobs, or even you start with one regret or even nothing. You know, sometimes you apply and they don't tell you anything. Sometimes you apply and they give you a regret. So you start there. So transition crisis starts here. Transition crisis starts here. So if this stage is not handled properly, then it can actually bring a lot of challenges, can bring a lot of mental challenges, and it can even bring a lot of depression. Initially, you are being treated as a student, and therefore you are being given even some allowances. Now you have graduated. Nobody's giving you allowances. Nobody's even thinking you need something for airtime. You know,
hata mzazi hataki kujua kama unalala nje.
No, hata na si kwa ubaya. Si ati anakuchukia. Ile stage ya kuwa mwanafunzi imeisha. Sasa you're supposed to be an adult, you're supposed to be productive, and productivity sometimes may not come as it is expected to come. So you may experience some challenges. You may experience some challenges, and that's what I wanted us to handle. You may experience challenges like you may have symptoms of self apathy, unajionea huruma, irritability, you are just irritable, nobody understands what's going on. Loneliness, you are lonely. After all, even your classmates are not there. They used to keep you company, they are no longer there. You are lonely. Maybe you go back to the village. The villagers are looking at you as yule mtoto ali graduate jana, or juzi or something like that. So you have loneliness, you have sadness, you develop decreased motivation, you lose interest in a number of things, a sense of disorientation, you don't know what to do, you can't find your direction, a general sense of hopelessness, and sometimes brain fog. Brain fog, you're not able to think, what is it that I need to do? Unashika hii unaacha, unashika hii ingine unaacha, unashika hii ingine, you really don't know what to do. Then sleep problems, and this is where our youth are. Kulala sana. You wake up in the morning, you leave them sleeping, you go back in the evening, you find them sleeping, or you find them watching the television, or watching a movie, and they are there rotating from one sofa set to another, with a remote on their hand, this channel, the other channel, they doze off, they wake up again, it is the same routine. So these are some of the challenges that come with after graduation. You lose your friends, you lose your routine, you lose your income because you are being given some little money, and there you are not being given any more. Your daily activities are not there. You have a sense of desolation, isolation, and all that. This is what we are talking about. That after graduation, there is this period that accompanies graduates. And remember, their expectation is very high. Remember, when they are graduating, they are feeling like now the world is going to receive us and give us what? Jobs. Only for them to go out there and to find that the job market is flooded.
I remember a common phrase from maybe the vice chancellors or the guests who are normally invited to address these graduates.
Yes.
I don't know if they are graduates or graduates.
Graduates.
Depending on which time, maybe before or after. They tell them, we are giving you these honors, maybe degrees, certificate. We are giving you these honors to go and create jobs, not seek jobs. Then why are we training for this? You're going to create jobs.
By the way, that's very very true, and that is what all the graduates, those that are graduating, that's what they should carry in mind. That when us were going to school, and even our parents when they were going to school, the message was, go to school, do very well, pass your exams very well, and then come out there, get a very good job, marry, have children, buy a car, buy land, live happily ever after. That was the message that was being passed on since the time of colonial government. That's the message that was being passed on. That when you go to school, when you do well, when you graduate, you come out there and you get a job. So that speaker Chacha that said, go out there and be job creators, that is what we want our students as they are graduating. That is the message we want them to have. Now, this message, when we are giving them, sometimes they say, now you are telling us to create jobs. Why have you not created one or so like that? So it becomes a challenge convincing them that they can actually be job creators. It's a big challenge. But let me tell you, Chacha, every student and everybody has something unique that they can be able to do that can actually help them to create a job. I want to give an example of the owner of KFC.
Exactly.
I don't know whether mnamkumbuka jina yake. This gentleman, we are being told his story that he was employed and he worked for very long. He worked for around over 60 years. He was just working as an employee. Then after he retired, he went home there with a small package of pension that couldn't really be enough for anything. And he sat down in his house and said, what do I know how to do? I only know how to cook. That's what he said. I only know how to cook. So what can I do? Let me start preparing something for people. And that's how he started. He started preparing some chicken and giving his neighbors. The neighbors started liking it. They started calling for more, and finally KFC was born. But it was born at what age? At over 60 years, 65 years of age. And now KFC has become worldwide. He's become a billionaire because of this. What if he had discovered that when he was young? So each one of us, there is something that God has given us that if we pursue it, we become successful in life. And so yes, Chacha, we are telling the students that go out there. If you can be able to get an employment, well and good. If you cannot be able to get an employment, sit down and start where you are. Sit down and start where you are. Sit down and start with something small and let it grow. Let it grow. And there are so many opportunities. People are creative. Be creative. People are creative. Like during Corona, there's somebody who started a place where you can leave a baggage and then someone comes and picks it in town, Nairobi. That is a place where I wanted to give maybe Chacha an envelope and maybe masaa yetu imepitana. Tulisema tukutane saa 2 lakini Chacha hajafika saa 2. There is a place I can go and leave that, and then you come and pick it and pay something small. And it has grown. It has grown. It has now become a real business that you don't even need to bother. You just need to say, please pick your baggage at this place. Please pick your envelope at this place. Please pick your package at this place. And it is earning money. So there is so much that students can be able to do. Let them not go home and become frustrated.
And just before we end our first episode of this, is it good that we prepare our graduates, students early, before mentally specifically, because depression comes because it comes as a shock.
You are not prepared. You are
prepared academically. Your photo is shining, but mentally you are never.
You are not prepared. Yes, it is important for us to prepare our graduates early. Actually, it is very, very important. There is need to prepare our graduates early. That there are things that they need to expect when they go out there. There are some people that will get employment immediately. Others will take time. There are some people who will get very good jobs. Okay, good jobs as in, I'm calling them good jobs in quotes because what is a good job really, you know? I mean, what you may consider a good job may not be what someone else considers a good job. But for us as young people, we consider a job that is paying highly as a good job. White collar job and well-paying. And of course, social media has made it worse because when you see your friend there flying, you know, in the beach, you know, enjoying himself in this place, driving a nice car, hata anaweza kuwa ameomba hiyo gari, lakini ukimuona kwa social media unaanza kupata pressure. And this is what brings mental health problems because now you are thinking other people are doing better than you are doing. So yes, Chacha, we need to talk about this thing. We need to talk about these issues, mental health issues. We need to talk about post-graduation depression. We need to talk about post-graduation anxieties, you know, so that when the students go out there, they don't start feeling like there is something wrong with me. When they wake up in the morning and they don't have something to do, they don't start, you know, panicking that now I've woken up, now I don't have anything to do, you know, like that. So yes, Chacha, we need to discuss these things. Yes.
We need to make a great conversation to understand what is the way forward for our graduates.
Yes.
So that when they graduate, we shall never have this thing to call post-graduation depression. Much easier for you, dear listeners. Stay tuned. We are coming back in the next 2 minutes.
Madam Joyce,
Yes.
tumeongea kuhusu post graduation depression. Sasa before ufike hapo, hatuwezi kosa njia ya kujikinga ama kuprevent.
Yes, we can prevent postgraduate depression. Number one, you can start by doing what you enjoy or that which brings you joy. You know, it can be anything that probably gives you joy. So you can start there. You can start from doing what gives you joy or what makes you happy. Some people start with baking, some people start with gardening, some people start with, just doing something that will make them happy.
Yeah.
Maybe not bringing in much, but it is making them happy and move on by day. Then be open-minded. Be open-minded. Don't leave the university saying, I must, with a capital must, that I must get employment, I must get it within a week, I must get it within this time, I must get it in this particular company. There are people who are very choosy, even the companies that they want to work for. Then make new friends. Make new friends, because you may lose some of the friends that you are with in college, but then you may gain other friends. So make new friends. Attend friends' events. If you're called for events, please attend. Get to introduce yourself. Get to know other people that are there. It's from there that you actually get some kind of connection with other people. Then don't be too choosy, as I've said. Join groups like sports, like the church, like any groups that are there, maybe in your surrounding or in your environment. Join them. Don't go out there with an entitlement. Sometimes we go with an entitlement that me, I'm a graduate. I am a learned person. I am, and sometimes university students normally think they are the only graduates or they are the only people who have gone to the university. By the way. I don't know why, even when they meet anybody, even in the office, they imagine they're the only learned ones. So don't go out there with an entitlement. Utilize your talents. Utilize your talents, what you are good at. Utilize that. Use what you have. Use what you have. Volunteer your services. It is in volunteering that you get referrals. Volunteer your services, although this volunteer topic in the past we have really argued about it, but volunteer your services. Go out there and find out how you can be able to help somebody. Be creative. Be creative and think out of the box. Be creative and think out of the box. Actually, our university, I really like it because we even teach students entrepreneurship, which is very, very good because it helps you to think out of the box. Manage your little finances if there are any. Manage your little finances if there are any, and don't stop learning. Don't stop learning. Don't feel now because you've already completed your degree, you've already completed your diploma, that is the end of learning. Actually, what makes you a better person is what you learn after campus. What you learn after campus, because that is experience now. That is experience, and that's what gives you success. That's what gives you success. Okay, talk to people. Talk to people if you're having challenges. Talk to people, and when you get a rejection or when you get a no, when you get a regret letter, don't start feeling that you are the one being rejected. No, it is they don't have the vacancy or they don't have the job. So don't start feeling, why are they rejecting me? Because that's what now brings mental problems. When you start feeling people are rejecting you, it's not about you. It's about the vacancies that are there. So, and then you need to know that we succeed at different times. When you see your friends posting the Chryslers and the whatever Subarus and whatever, please don't start getting pressure. We all, succeed at different times, and then we all have different needs. Even if we were to be paid here, all of us the same salary. Our priority may be different. Chacha's priority may be to buy a car. Your priority may be to probably buy land. My priority may be to educate my siblings. Are you getting that? So we all succeed at different times. So don't look at others that are doing well and then you feel like you're not doing anything. Then plan in advance, just like Chacha has said. We need to plan in advance. We need to have these talks. We need to plan for things like even even housing. Like when you complete, where are you going to live? Are you going back to the village? Are you going to live with a cousin? Are you going to live with a brother? Maybe in an urban center. So plan where you're going to live and your accommodation and so on. Then create a support or network system of friends. That one I think I've said. Daily exercise. You need to have daily exercise. This matter of sleeping 24 hours, you are on bed, shifting from one sofa set to the other, and from bed to the sofa set, from the sofa set to the bed, is going to make matters worse. So exercise, meditate, walk around, join sports clubs, and so on. Explore additional schooling. Those who can be able to do masters, if you did a degree, please let them go for masters. Let them continue with schooling. Those who can be able to do a certificate, they let them do a certificate. And by the way, most of these degree courses and most of these professions, they have professional associations. And the professional associations have some kind of exams, some kind of workshops, some kind of, things that you can be able to do. Please go out there and find out in your profession, like for you people, you are journalists, which is your association. Find out whether they have some short courses here and there to make you a professional. Connect with the employment agencies like Fuzu. I'm not advertising for them. Like Brighter Monday. Those employment agencies that can be able to help you to be able to identify some of the jobs. Then come up with realistic goals, smart goals, realistic goals. Let them be realistic. What is it that you're able to achieve? Really, it is not really possible for you to complete university or to graduate on Friday and after 2 months you've bought a car. That's not a realistic goal or a realistic objective. So have realistic objectives. Then have enough sleep. Have balanced diet. Balanced diet does not need to be expensive. It doesn't need to be expensive. Inaweza kuwa kamchicha pale, kaugali pale, na kichwa kichwa kanini,
Kichwa ya kuku.
Kichwa ya kuku pale. Shida ni fruits. Even fruits, you can get some of them at a cheaper price. So eat balanced diet. Connect with a career coach, career mentor. Connect with a career coach, career mentor. Nowadays they are there. I know some of them are quite expensive, but you may find some that are cheap. Your alumni association. Join alumni association. Network with the others. Find out those people that went ahead of you. Where are they? What are they doing? Find out what they are doing. Then catch up with friends. Start small with what you have, and then be able to move on. And if the worst goes to the worst, seek therapy. Seek therapy. Find out somebody who can be able to talk to you if you are finding that your mind and your mental health is totally not good. But above all, cut yourself some slack, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Cut yourself some slack and just know at the right time you'll be able to succeed. That's what I can say about making sure you've prevented post-graduation depression.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate for that.
Thank you
very much. Ni 59 minutes. Actually, it's just 1 minute habari zingie.
Yes.
And thank you, Sana.
Let's
meet next Tuesday.
And
of course, congratulations to our sisters and brothers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Joyce. Let's meet again.
Thank you.